We're almost live. All right, we are live in the Facebook group. Hello, everybody. Let me turn the music down because we're just crazy party animals. Music off, James. Turn it off. All right. Well, welcome everyone to our weekly huddle call here. We get together every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. So wherever you're tuning in, I know we've got a lot of international teams starting to chime in with us. We had Australia join us today. We've got UK. We've got some Asia. We've got, what else we got? I'm trying to remember who we were talking to today. But I've been talking to people since I think about 6 a.m. this morning. So we've been having a lot of fun, needless to say. And tonight is really just a meeting. It's really what it is. It's a team huddle. This is a time that we can get together. We can chat a little bit, kind of give an update. But this is a 30-minute in and out, and we just have some fun tonight. We're going to hear from a gentleman who is having a lot of fun, I think, with Be Epic. And we're going to hear from him in a second. But the lineup for tonight, just so if you want to, for those planners that are out there, the lineup for tonight is we're going to talk to Jackson a little bit about what's going on with his Be Epic experience. And then I'm going to break into my favorite thing to do. No, it's not dancing, but it is screen sharing. So we're going to do some screen sharing. We're going to show you, and I'm going to break down this crazy little Be Epic quick start training system, because it is a system. It's got a lot of pieces into it, but it's also very simple because I just want to be able to show you, the brand partner, kind of the intricacies of what's behind the screen of, what are people going to be getting with their text messages. We've got a customer text system, a brand partner text system. We've got a quick start video. We've got a download, lots of little pieces. So I want to be able to show you that and line it out for you so you know what's going to go on. And then of course, you're going to be able to opt into all those different things and see it as well, and see it, how it comes out strategically to somebody. We're also working already on a Spanish version. So that is going to be probably over the next, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks, because there's some more tweaks that we're going to do to this system. And then once it's completely finalized, we're going to have it in a download form, in an audio form, in a video form, all different languages. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So without further ado, Jackson, why don't you come off? Looks like I could probably just point you here. I think you're right there. At least you're there for me. Why don't you come off mute here? And Jackson has been with Be Epic not for very long. I'm going to have him share his story, but he's a sheriff. So we do have a lot of first responders, police officers. We've got a police officer over there, Christy's husband, Ray. He's supposedly retiring at some point soon, maybe. We're not really sure. But we've got a lot of people on our team that are in that position. So we wanted Jackson to come on and just kind of share his story a little bit about his experience, and then also, what he's seeing from the business side of things. So Jackson, why don't you first, before we kind of go into the Be Epic side of things, tell us a little bit about you first. Career, of course, police officer, but career, family. Tell us a little bit about Jackson first before we hop into the Epic side.
All right. Well, I'm Jackson Brackett. I've been in law enforcement for about 18 years now, and been loving it. I'm actually the night shift patrol supervisor for our sheriff's office. I'm over SWAT, K9, diving, you name it, I get to do it. I'm lucky. I have a beautiful wife, Victoria, and we actually have 9 kids, and I'm fixing to be a grandpa. So, wow. I mean, this could not have come at a better time.
Talk about somebody that needs energy. 9 kids, overseeing probably a lot of other kids too, as you can see, probably a lot of things that you're doing. So that's pretty crazy. That's awesome. So how did you first get exposed to Be Epic? Let's start there. So you're a police officer, you're doing your job, you love what you do. How did you get exposed to Be Epic? Where'd you learn about it?
Well, actually, it's a great story. I had this wonderful friend of mine. His name is Matthew. I've known him since I was about 8 years old. And he come to me, he put a post up on Facebook about his experience. Hey, check out these pills and everything. I got great energy, and I messaged him. He said, let me tell you all about it. And it's went from there.
And so did he add you to our group? Did you get in the group, look around? What was that kind of that little journey of, hey, what's this Be Epic thing, to, hey, I want to place an order? What did that journey kind of look like?
What Matt did is he actually, like you said, added me to the group, and I started checking out everybody's real results. And I mean, at first, I had taken other products and stuff like that, and so I was very, very, very skeptical. But Matt just walked me through it, and any questions that I had, he answered for me right on the spot. And he also had, which is now one of my mentors, Mr. Kenny. He got me in touch with him as well. And actually, another one of my mentors is Mr. Jared, and these guys have been helpful. So the process with Matt is he's like, look, just give it a try. So I took that leap of faith, and because I've known Matt since I was 8, so I trust him, and I ordered it. And the very, very, very first time that I took the green, I call it the green monster. I took it, and the energy and everything that hit me was just so powerful. And that's actually what got me very involved in this. And then of course with the nighttime, I mean, I work nights, so I need my rest during the day. And when the sun's shining through your windows, it's a little hard to get that sleep. That white pill, oh my goodness, the sleep was amazing.
And so were you, before starting Be Epic, were you a caffeine person? Like, did you drink coffee, soda? Did you use any like energy drinks? Like, what did you use prior to trying this out to kind of keep awake and keep going?
Prior to Be Epic, I was a big fan of like 5-hour energy drinks, and that just gave me the shakes so bad. I mean, I'd be on calls with people and my hands would be trembling and I'd be trying to hide it, but yeah, that was my experience. And I drank a lot of Monsters as well.
Wow. And so now you're enjoying the product. How soon after you were enjoying the experience did you go, you know what, I should tell some people about it? Or did somebody ask you and you just didn't even, how did that transition from, I like this product, to I'm going to refer some people? Because you've referred a few people. And you've actually put some money in your e-wallet. So we'll get to that in a second. But what was that transition from, happy customer to brand partner? What did that transition look
like? What actually did it for me was my daughter. She's 8 years old. And she went to my wife and she was like, Mommy, what's wrong with Daddy? And she was like, what do you mean? And she goes, he is in such a great mood. What's going on with him? And the very next day, she come and asked me personally, goes, Dad, what's going on with you? You got up early and you have to work tonight. And I said, well, what do you mean? She said, this was her word. She said, Dad, you've just been so jolly and you've been spending time with us. You've been energetic. And that, I think, is what made the change for me. And then, of course, when I went to work, man, I had to tell everybody about it.
So when you went to work, because I mean, and that's because there are a lot of police officers and first responders on here and stuff like that. There's like that fine line, right? So you can't like run into work and just start like throwing green pills at people. What was that like in terms of how did you talk? Did you say, hey, I want to share with you something, and we added to this group? What did that look like when you started exposing people to this? What did that look like?
Well, actually, they noticed, the first thing that they noticed was, see, I work 12-hour shifts. And before, at the end of the 12-hour shifts, all of us are dragging. I mean, but after I started taking this, I was still ready to go. And then that's when they came and asked me, man, what's going on with you? And then I was able to introduce them to Be Epic.
Wow, awesome. And so since then, so what, do you know the start date? Do you know when you started?
I started April the 6th.
April the 6th.
I actually signed up April the 6th and I got my first product April the 13th.
Okay, so April 13th, and now I don't even know what day, April 27th. Mm-hmm. So between the 13th and the 27th, how many people have you helped place orders of Be Epic?
I actually have partners and distributors with me. I have 12 of those, and I have 13 preferred customers. And I actually have someone else coming on probably within the next 24 hours. What I did, gave her the sample, told her, try it. If you don't like it, no big deal. We'll still be friends. She tried it, and she's actually a business owner in our community, and she's actually looking at signing up, and she has, I believe she said a potential of 164 customers.
Well, and you just said something really, really important right there. I don't know if everyone picked up on it, but it's something that I do too. It's the, hey, if it doesn't work for you, no problem. We can still be friends. Because you almost want to give people permission to say, it's okay that you don't like it. You know, everything isn't for everybody, and it's okay. I just want you to try and give me your feedback, give me your opinion on that. And that's really, it's a genius thing to do. So I applaud you for doing that, because that's really what this is about. This is not about, you know, try this because you're my friend. Try this because you want to feel better. We're
Right.
always going to be friends, no matter if it works for you or not works for you. And that's, I think, a lot of people, well, even me in the past, I have gone, hey, we're friends, you should try this. And I was like, and that backfired, because when I did that and maybe it didn't work, they're like, well, James, it didn't work, and I trusted you, and so you know, we're kind of feel weird. Now it's like we walk on the opposite sides of the street. You know, we don't really talk that much. But if you take yourself out of the equation, like you're doing, because I mean, no matter what, you have to show up to work tomorrow. Like, so if somebody doesn't like it, they can't be like, oh, Jackson, you know, I trusted that guy. You know, now I don't like that thing, and he made me spend money. You don't want that. You want that to be their decision. So I just want to kind of draw that out a little bit. So since you've been doing this, what's the experience been like for you? Because have you built other home-based businesses? Have you done side gigs? What have you done? How does this feel to you? Is it fun? Is it work? Because that's a lot of people. I'm telling you right now, I think that's more people than me. So that's a lot of people that you've enrolled. What's that experience been like for you doing that with people? And has it been hard to get them to enroll? I mean, do you have to follow up with them a lot? What's that been like?
Well, my experience is, I'll be honest with you, I'm having a great time. I think the easiest part for that I've been doing is I have a lot of personal contacts, and then those personal contacts have other personal contacts to them. And what has been working for me actually is I actually go and purchase the 10-day or the 3-day trial packs in the 10 package. And I don't want my friends and stuff to be out the money and stuff. So the people that I know personally, I just go and give it to them. And like I said earlier, I just tell them, look, try it. If you like it, that's fantastic. If not, hey, I appreciate you taking the time to try this. And it's just exploded on me. I mean, I've got now seeds planted. My cousin Ashley in Wyoming. I've got friends in Texas. I got my friend John here with me. He's been a great support. And I mean, it's just been an amazing journey.
Very cool. And I know we're not supposed to really tell numbers and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But in terms of a roundabout way, like, have you earned over $100?
Oh yeah, I've actually probably
over $300.
Yes.
Over 500.
Yes.
Over 600.
Yes.
Over 700.
Yes. I've earned over $800, getting closer to $9 probably.
Getting close. I mean, and that's since April. What'd you say? Second.
April the 6th is when I enrolled, and I started getting everybody involved about the 13th.
And of course, I have to do an income disclosure. This is not typical, but for what we're doing, it kind of is typical. But you know, it's one of those things that you can't guarantee incomes. But again, and that's from work that Jackson did. That's not from like, oh, he enrolled the team and then they enrolled people and stuff like that. That's from personal effort. And what's really cool about this company, and I think a lot of people, and it's why a lot of people are here, is if you're somebody that has work ethic, if you're somebody that wants to learn, if you're somebody that wants to help other people, that's really all you need for this. Because if you have the work ethic, if you have the ability, and you have people that you care about and you want to help them, good, you're experienced, you could be successful here, and you can make money. Because in a lot of companies out there that I've seen, because we've been around this for 17 years, you know, you might have those characteristics, but you kind of have to learn how to do like Pythagorean algorithm geometry to figure out how to make money in a rewards plan. In this, it's, you know, you refer somebody, they order, and you get paid. that's as easy as it is. And that's what Jackson's seeing, because I can guarantee you probably, Jackson, right? If you had to like divide and multiply and like, you know, strategize about how to do everything, you probably don't have time for that, right? Like, cause you sound like a busy guy. There's a couple kids, there's a pretty big job. So in terms of what are you excited about in terms of kind of going forward? Because again, you've only been doing this for 2 weeks. So it's not like, you know, we've been doing this for a long time.
What I'm excited about. Say that again, Miss James.
Yeah, what are you excited about going forward? Like, what are you focusing on going forward, or on a daily basis? What are you excited about?
What actually, as far as on the personal side, I'm excited about getting this out to all my friends and having them live in a more, I'd say, taking the more benefits of this amazing product and gaining a better lifestyle for themselves. On the business side, I'll be honest with you, I want to get this thing out to all of Louisiana. I want them to all to benefit this, and I want them to be purchasing Be Epic from myself and my partners along with me.
So you're in statewide takeover mode. That's where you are. You're in statewide takeover mode. Awesome.
I mean, that's my goal.
That's a good goal to have. But again, and it's the same goal, even if somebody came in and they were like, well, I only want to make a couple extra $100 or $100 or whatever it is. The thing about it is that the person that wants to make an extra $100 a month, or the person that wants to take over the state of Louisiana, the daily activities are pretty much the same. The daily activities are adding people to the group, tagging them in posts, messaging them, inviting, following up, reaching out. It's all the same stuff. It just depends on your level of desire and how much you do. And you just do that system more often than the person that wants to make $100 or $200 a month, because this is the most like a gig economy position that I've ever seen. Because if you want to go drive for Lyft or Uber and you go, hey, I want to make more money as a Lyft driver, what do? You drive more. So you put in more hours, you drive more, you get paid. And that's how it works. The only difference here is, Jackson, you're going to start to see this over the next 30 days or so, is now you're going to have other Lyft drivers out there driving, and it's going to duplicate your efforts. Where as a Lyft driver, you can't enroll other Lyft drivers. you're it. That's what you got. So you're going to start to see that. So I'm really excited to kind of see where you are 30 days from now. So let's make a little deal. And 30 days from now, so at the end of, what month are we in? At the end of May, on the last Monday of May, why don't we have you back on, and we'll talk a little bit more about what's gone on in these next 30 days. Is that a deal?
Oh yeah, that's a deal.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, man. I'm so blessed to have you with us, and it's been great to kind of get to know you a little better. I hope everyone else got to know you a little bit better. But any parting words of wisdom of what you've learned over the last 2 weeks that's working for you that you want to share?
Well, what I've learned, especially, you know, with the great mentors that I have, is we're not in this by ourselves. We are in this together. Go to your mentors or your sponsors and pull from them the information that you desire, and just don't give up. I mean, there's lots of times that you're going to get told no. Hey, that's fantastic, because there's always going to be a yes behind there somewhere.
Awesome. Well, I think you have a book in your mind there somewhere. We could probably draw a book out of everything you've just learned in the last 2 weeks and what you've shared tonight. So, Jackson, thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to our 30-day update interview at the end of May. Sound good? Sound great, Mr. James. Thank you so much for having me. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jackson. So what I want to dive into real quick here, guys, is I want to just dive into, I'm going to change the speaker view here and change this here real quick. What I want to do is I want to show you and walk you through our getting start, or our quick start training. And now if you might have seen this, a couple people have already opted in. I don't know how they found it, but that's cool because it's working and it's up and running. But now it's officially up and running. So I want to walk you through it kind of step by step in a way, because most people, and of course, if they watch this video, they'll see this. But most people won't really see, you know, the behind the scenes, you know, the timber underneath the home. They won't really see the foundation of what it is. They're just going to see the pretty painted house, you know, on the block. And so what you're going to see tonight is kind of what's behind the scenes, just so you can kind of get an idea of what's in here. So the first thing I want to show you is, let's go here. Actually, I'm just going to share my whole screen so it's easier. I'm going to minimize this. All right, perfect. Let's go here. I'm going to minimize that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go to our Facebook group. So our Facebook group, Epic Leverage, I've already updated it. So we have the announcement where when somebody joins the group, this is where you would tag them for the brand partner group. When you click on Quick Start Training and up pops the document, we've got a new text update. As you can see, again, if you want to text this right now, feel free to, but you can text the number 1 for a customer experience or text the number 2 for a brand partner experience. So you can also text a 2 to that number, get the text back, and then you can text a 1 and get the customer side of it. So it's 2 different lines. So don't text 12 or 21. It's 1, get the text back, and then 2, you'll get the text back. And that'll give you 2 separate lines of what this experience is going to be for a new customer or for a new brand partner. And I'm also going to show you what we're going to be able to do on a bigger level for customers and brand partners kind of as we build this out some more. So not much else has changed in this document. We have a new Quick Start Training that people can go through. Again, everything else pretty much here is the same. The only thing that really changed was the video on here, which I'm going to show you where that is. So once somebody messages to this number as a brand partner, they're going to get the Quick Start Training. Now, what does that Quick Start Training look like? Well, it's going to bring them right over to this page. So this page probably looks familiar to most people. And this is what it looked like before. And now it's just updated with the new training, the new text update. I'm going to show you what's actually in this video, but I would encourage you to go watch the video. And then we've got an updated Quick Start guide, which has got a checklist that shows you how to build your team. We're going to go over all that stuff really quick as well. We're going to show you what the Quick Start guide looks like. And then the 2 Facebook groups, as we always have, that really hasn't changed. So once somebody comes to this page, let me show you what the texts look like. And then I'm going to show you what the actual Quick Start Training looks like. So when somebody gets a text, now this is the texting system. Again, this is the underbelly of the system. So once somebody gets or they text number 2 to that number, they're instantly going to get this message where it's just going to say, most of you have probably got something like this already. Welcome to Be Epic as a brand new partner. Go watch this Quick Start Training video here. And we're going to send them periodic updates like we do for the Monday calls or whatever else that we're doing throughout the week. So they're immediately going to get that message. If it's a customer and they text the number 1, they're going to get this message, which basically shows them the if you've ever seen the 3-pill graphic where it shows them here's how to use it, the instructions. It gives them the member support information and then the link to our Facebook group. So those are the immediate messages when somebody does a 1 or a 2. Then we have some automations going on because I'm a nutcase, and we've got some automations going on. So for the partner, there's a couple automations that come on. Let me move this a little bit here so we can get over there. So we've got a couple of automations here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 automations that go out over the first 30 days that somebody is a brand partner. So the first one's going to talk about how to enroll somebody. So when somebody first gets started, you're probably wondering, how would you enroll somebody? You could use it as that's the customer versus the partner graphic. We've got a new one here, that's Social Media 101, that gives you do's and don'ts of social media right away. I'm going to show you what all these graphics look like here in a second. Then we've got our daily method of operation. After 3 days, they're going to get this one. This goes over how to add people to the group, tag them, message them, share a post in the group. On day 5, they're going to get the ability to go put their numbers and their activity numbers into the tracker that we have. Then now we're going into reminder mode. So 10 days after they enroll, they're going to get a checklist check-in, which we're going to show you what that checklist looks like. Like, hey, where are you at with the checklist? And then they're finally on day 20. They're going to go, hey, how are you doing with building your teams? Have you hit the 2x2 lifestyle bonus yet? So again, you don't have to worry about anything. All you have to do is have a new brand partner, text the number 2 to that number, and they're going to get all this on your behalf. So this is done for them. Then the customer, kind of the same thing. Customer has a drip message too, but it's a little more of the same stuff. So customers, after that first initial one, they're going to get a check-in. I'm going to show you what this graphic looks like. Because one of the things that we want people to understand is when before they start, we want them to think of how do they feel. And here's some.
Looks just like you.
If you're muted, if you're not muted, could you mute yourself? I will go in and mute somebody.
I feel like Jasmine did too, but she grew.
There we go. I gotta have somebody in the background doing this stuff. So there we go. Let me hop back here to the desktop here. So basically what they're gonna do is we're gonna get a getting started tips. So this one just gives them 3 tips on how to do this. And then for every week, for 4 weeks, they're gonna get a check-in and go, hey, how are you doing? How's your experience going? You know, contact the person that enrolled you, let them know if there's any issues that have come up, you know, and it's gonna just be able to, you know, touch them on a weekly basis that they can then go and, you know, if there's any issues, they can go to the person that enrolled them. What I wanna show you real quickly here is let me show you the actual graphics. So what do those graphics actually look like? Most of you have probably seen these graphics already. And these are all gonna be in the group as well. So we've got the customer versus partner one. So when somebody goes, how do I get started? There you go. We've got social media do's and don'ts. And also in the social media do's and don'ts, I'm gonna upload this video to the group. And this is, if you watched the training that we did with Ray Higdon 2 weeks ago, I think it was, I clipped out a 15-minute part of that where he just talks about how to do social media. So when somebody gets the text for the social media do's and don'ts, it's gonna say, hey, if you wanna learn more about how to do social media, go to this page. And I'm gonna show you that page here in a second. Then they're also gonna get the DMO, the daily method of operation, which is 5431, real simple. Then they're gonna get this little graphic that just says, hey, you can fill out your activity goals if you want to. Then again, these graphics are sent out the next couple of days of here's the checklist, and then here's how to build your team. So that is for the brand partner. Then for the customer, we've got, of course, the 3, right, to show them how it actually works. We've got the experience tracker. This is a new guy. And so this basically shows them where they can go, okay, you know, how am I in my energy now? How's my focus? How's my mood level? How's my body image? Not weight loss, but body image, performance, and then sleep quality. So that's where somebody can go, you know what? In this area, I'm a 4, I'm a 3, I'm a 2. So this is before. And then a day later, right before they would receive their package, because their package would come between 3 to 7 business days, depending on what's going on in the world. Then you're gonna get some getting started tips that says, you know, avoid caffeine, drink more water, eat balanced meals, get some movement in. And then the instructions again are right there. So just giving some people some tips before they get started. Then about a week after they receive their package, they'll get a check-in and say, okay, well, how do you feel now? You know, where's your level at right here? So we're kind of building people's stories for them. And then of course, they're gonna get this 3 more times over the course of a month. So the first month, they're gonna get all these messages directed right to their phone and their text. This also works internationally. I know we have some international people on here. I'm gonna get, there might be a different number for it, but once we get that ironed out, we're gonna be able to use this on an international basis as well. And again, all of this stuff is gonna be in our units as well. It's gonna be our Facebook group, and it's gonna be everywhere. So it's gonna be all different forms. Let me hop back over to here. So here's the getting started one, but I do wanna show you where the social media one is. If you do wanna go watch that tonight, it is epicleverage.com/resources. And this is, we're gonna fill this page up. So this is the social media that we did with Ray Higdon, so you can watch that if you didn't get a chance to watch it. But you're gonna also, we're gonna put a lot of how-to videos on here. So, you know, how to upgrade your account. So everything that we have inside our Facebook group is also gonna be outside our Facebook group. So no matter how somebody wants to view it, they're gonna be able to do that. So we're actually coming up on the 8:30 clip here. Do you guys want me to keep going and show you what's in the video, or do you want to kind of wind down? Give me some hands, some thumbs up. Go for another 5 minutes. Go for another 5 minutes. 5 minutes? All right, cool. I got some thumbs up, got some hands. All right, cool. All right, so another 5 minutes. So let me show you what is actually in the Quick Start training. So we're gonna fly through this just so you can kind of see from a visual standpoint. So the Quick Start training is all about 3 things. learning how to use the system, share our tools, and build your teams, which with what we just talked about with Jackson, that's all Jackson's doing. We're not adding to the system. We're not doing it more. We're just putting it in a very succinct place that people can reference and view. So this kind of goes over really quickly what BEpic is. So for somebody that's just getting started, they kind of know when it launched, what it is all about, talks about, being a customer. Then this is where it goes, customer or partner. How would somebody choose between those two? And then in between here, in the video that I do a screen share and I share, let's go into a customer back office. What does that look like? How do you upgrade from a customer? We actually show what that looks like. How do you track a package? Which I know is the number one question that everyone has is how do you track a package? Then it goes into questions that a new partner might ask. We go through this real quickly. Why are you doing this? It talks about what's your why? Why are you actually a brand partner with BEpic? What do you want to do it for? How do I do this? Real easy. We use the system. Everyone in this group is already doing this. Add, tag, and message. Then we share our tools by reaching out, inviting, and following up. So add, tag, and message, sometimes that's all you need with somebody. And they're in the group and they're just ready to go when they're ready to go. Other people, you might need to reach out to them. You might need to invite them to view it again. You might need to follow up with them. We've got ways that you can do that as well. And then building your teams. We have a visual representation of how exactly to add, tag, and message. So that's it on desktop. You're like, well, James, I use my phone. I'm never on desktop. Okay, great. Oh, look, he's like actually in the precinct doing it soon. That's awesome. Jackson, I see all the guys coming in and out. And so how to use the mobile part of this is, again, same thing. Add to the group, tag in the post, have them accept the invitation. You get the notification. You tag them in the post, and then you message them the link. So same thing, that's just how to do it on mobile. So everything's right there. So when somebody goes, I don't know how to do this, the exact way to do this is in this video. And then we talk about seeking to open and create conversations, not conversions. So this is where we go into, now we want to reach out, invite, and follow up. So here's just some templates that you can use. Now, of course, you can put your own words to this, but these are the things that I use all day long. Like I literally copy and paste this stuff all day long. So if I were to reach out to somebody, maybe I've added them to the group already, but maybe they haven't accepted it or whatever. I might reach out to them and go, hey, Jackson, not sure if you know, but I found a way to have incredible energy all day long. And I thought you might be interested in taking a look too. If not, no worries, hope all is well. And that's basically what I say all day long. And then there's some invites and some follow-ups there too. We do have a BEpic app. I love the BEpic app for a few things. We're gonna expand and we're gonna do some really cool things with this because we just got some info that we're gonna be working directly with the app developers of this. But the app is great for sharing the 3-day. It's great for sharing BEpic Builder. So there's some really cool things inside of here. But again, I would encourage you to use the app as a follow-up tool, not an invite tool, at least not yet. But very soon, we're gonna be able to use that as an invite tool as well with the cool things that we have coming out. Then build your teams very simply. The first step is enrolling your first active distributor on your left side. Then you advance to qualified brand partner by enrolling one on your left, one on your right. Then you get the 2x2 lifestyle bonus by helping them do the same thing. So this model, when somebody goes, how do I do this business? It's you plus 2 and them plus 2. You plus 2, them plus 2, rinse and repeat. So if you can count to 2, then you are good to go. Because that's about my mathematical genius is when it comes to counting to 2, I can do that really well. Then it talks about how to introduce the brand partners. And all of that is on the quick start checklist, which let me hop over here to show you what that looks like. Just really quick. So the checklist is very basic. It's a checklist. So the first part is using the system by adding, tagging, and messaging. It has those little scripts that we have on there. It talks about adding to the text message, sharing our tools, downloading the app, all those different things we just talked about, building your teams, basic steps, member support, goes over building your team, little FAQs here, goes through the whole thing. Then how to get to the 4x4 lifestyle bonus is you plus 4, them plus 4, 4x4, rinse and repeat. That's basically all it is. Then also you can earn the $500 a month by enrolling 10 customers. So that's the checklist that somebody would go through. Let me go back to the presentation. We're almost done. We're at my 5-minute mark. How do I make money? We show you 3 ways to make money of the 7 ways: customer bonus, fast start bonus, and lifestyle bonus, which is what most people are doing right now. We talk about the 2x2 roadmap. So from the bigger picture of, like, if I took this out and let's just say everyone just went and got 2, what's that look like? Well, after 12 months, of course, income disclosure, this never works out exactly this way. But if 2 people just got 2 people who got 2 people every month for 12 months, you're looking at $56,000 a month in income. Again, that's potential income and all income disclosures and all kind of stuff aside. But this is really just to show you the bigger picture of what a 2x2 looks like over a year period. What am I going to be doing? Because as a new person, what am I actually going to do? You're going to reach out, you're going to use the system, you're going to follow the people, and you're going to enroll new accounts. And that's it. That's what we do all day long. It's like a video game. How many is up to you. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. We've got customer support. We got business management. And here again, I break away and I do a little tour of the back office and I show them exactly, here's how you place an order. Here's how you message support. Here's how you build your teams. Here's how you track your business. And here's how you get paid. So I show all of that in this video in the back office, actually showing somebody where to go. And then the activity and results tracker, of course, you can do that. And we're doing the activity and results a little differently. We're going to do some recognition tomorrow, but we are culminating everyone's numbers into a team-wide number. So if you did 1 or 1,000, that's still a contribution. So if you haven't filled out this tracker yet for last week, feel free to go do it tonight, epicleverage.com/tracker, because I'm going to do the recognition tomorrow. So kind of give people a little bit more time to put it in there. So go fill that out if you can. Again, if you did 1 or 1,000, it doesn't matter. It's all contribution, and we're going to do it in a group. So if you put 1 in, no one's going to know you did 1. If you did 1,000, no one's going to know you did 1,000, because it's going to be total group numbers that we're going to recognize. A little different than what most people are used to. But when somebody does do when they achieve the lifestyle bonus and when they achieve a rank, we will recognize individual accomplishments for when that happens. Our community mission, this is really important. Our mission is to empower our communities, which is our customer community and our brand partner community, to experience better health with our innovative wellness product and create more freedom in their lives by earning additional monthly income using a simple, fun, and magical proven system for success, which is what we just went over. So welcome to Epic Leverage. So that is our Quick Start training. And that is something that when somebody texts the number 1 to that number, they're going to get all this stuff. It's going to be in the units tab. It's going to be it's in that pinned post inside of our group. And it's everywhere that you need it to be. And then more. We're also going to turn this into an audio where you could listen to it. It's going to turn into a transcription. So if somebody wants to actually read every word that I say in this, they can read every word and highlight it and print it out if they want to. And it's also going to be on a podcast form. So we're going to have every which way that you can possibly want to listen to this or do this, you're going to be able to do that. So I have gone over my time. I do thank you guys so much for your time. I know your time is very, very precious. If you have any questions whatsoever, I'm going to go back and look at the chat after we end this, and I'll go back and answer any questions in our Facebook group. So if you're watching this on Facebook, if you have any questions, feel free to drop it below and we'll also answer those there. And also feel free to opt in to what we're doing. So the opt-in for customers, like I said, is text 1 to 281-645-9931 or text the number 2 to the same number, and you'll be able to opt into both of those. And they also, one comes at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and one comes at 5 o'clock. So they're also separate. So it's not like somebody's going to get bombarded with it. Hey guys in the office. They're all going, what are you guys doing over there? Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much, Jackson, for sharing with us earlier this evening. And if you want to catch the replay or you want to share the replay with anyone, feel free to tag them in the group. Thank you so much, guys. Make it an epic week, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.